Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Artemis, and in this video, I wanted to show you how I made this giant moon staff. I started this project by making a mock-up of the design. This would allow me to make sure it was the size I want, and that I would have enough material to make it before cutting into the acrylic. Then I took it apart. I got 2 pieces of thin acrylic from the craft store. I ended up using this, which I believe is supposed to go in picture frames, as the sheets of acrylic at the hardware store felt too thick for this project. The moon face pieces were easy and would not need to be molded to a different shape. For the inside and outside, I created very long shapes. The largest piece was split into 2 in order to fit onto the acrylic, which ended up working out when I needed to add the lights into the moon later. I used an oscillating multi-tool to cut the acrylic. It didn't seem to matter whether or not I took off the plastic covering the acrylic, as I cut some pieces with and some without it. Transition. Bye, dog. I painted the inside of each piece with frosted glass spray paint, because at this point I wasn't sure if I would paint the outside too. I also wanted to avoid reheating the acrylic once painted, but that did not end up happening. I had gotten these lights at a thrift store recently. I thought they would be pretty nice. Okay, they're multicolored, cool. Flash warning coming up, because what the hell are some of these settings? What the fuck? I keep looking at it. Alright, not these. Oops. Oh. Oh yeah. Oh, I think these are, oh. Oh. I think these are the ones. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, how do I turn this off? Is there not an off? Okay, don't. Hello? Oh my god, there's no off switch. Next was assembling the moon pieces. I had tried to hot glue the sides in place, but found out quickly I had not shaped them as well as I thought, and even with a hot glue, they wouldn't stay in place. Definitely ensure you have good ventilation when heating anything like this. Definitely take your time when heating the acrylic. I learned the hard way not to rush it. When the hot glue didn't work, I used the heat gun to start reshaping the edges in order to glue down. However, I found out that it actually melted the acrylic pieces enough that it could hold them in place. So I went ahead and heated the edges, melted them in place together, and then reinforced everything with so much hot glue. I only attached 1/2 of the outside piece in order to make it easier to get the lights inside. However, this was just a struggle. Neither my hand or the hot glue gun could easily fit inside the moon, so I struggled to get the lights in place in order to glue them down. I even used the initial cardboard pattern to try to shove the lights into the top corner, but it kept getting caught and dragging the lights back out. Instead, I ended up opening up the corner that I had just sealed to pull the lights through that way and glue them into the top corner. Then I broke it again. However, this break allowed me just enough space to get some tweezers in and pull some of the lights to the end. I did a quick test to make sure the lights were still working. I did this multiple times throughout the project because if I needed to, I could replace them earlier on. Eventually, I got a couple points glued down and decided it was good enough. Getting the rest of the lights spread out inside was a nightmare, and definitely one place I would like to improve on if I did this again. Next was frosting the outside of the moon, but a little friend was annoying.
Don't do your little booty dance, you gotta move.
For the staff, I wanted it to be able to come apart, so I got these screw ends for PVC. One side would be attached to the staff, and the other the moon. I cut about 3 to 4 inches of a separate PVC pipe that I attached directly to the moon, making it removable and packable.
and Mario. You want to go outside? Okay.
In order to reinforce the PVC attachment to the moon, I used some Warbler scraps that I had, including some from a project that I had made before. This pattern was made for craft foam, and the Warbler just kept digging into my neck whenever I would wear it, so it wasn't something I was ever going to use. To create the wood texture on the staff, I used a bunch of craft foam scraps.
Don't touch my water. Why are you on my project?
I sorted these into two piles. One was regular craft foam, the other already had adhesive on the back. I used the adhesive scraps to attach directly to the PVC without having to worry about glue. And shockingly, it took a while.
I definitely try to save as many scraps as I can, but I also try to balance how much I'm saving versus what ultimately I do need to throw away, because keeping every scrap that I use would be too much. And there was a period in my life where I just didn't craft because I was so afraid of making trash or making scraps or making something that I had to throw out and restart. And it's taken me a long time to get to a place where I could say, you know what, I'm gonna do this.
The next day was super wet and dreary, so my camera stayed inside while I spray painted the staff outside. I used a brown base, then a light brown to try and create some dimension. I then painted highlights and lowlights by hand across the whole staff, focusing on a darker brown in between the foam pieces and a light brown on top and on the edges of them.
Where'd I put my heat gun? Where'd I put my cell phone? While the battery pack was pretty strongly connected just by heating the one piece of Warbler, I still wanted to reinforce it. I also had to make sure the cover could come on and off easily, since there was no power button on these lights, and I'd have to remove the batteries to turn it off.
Then I painted all the pieces on the moon by hand. Brown initially dried black on the craft foam, so I mixed it with a light brown, which ended up drawing a perfect color match to the staff. For the finishing touches, I grabbed some trinkets to add to the trinket holder, glued on some craft moss, and also cut and made a ribbon handle. And now it's time for the reveal.
Oh god, there's paint all over my hand. Is that the night sky? It is.